Hi everyone and welcome back to 5 Minute Family Search. So the last chart I would like to talk to you about is called Source Tracker. And I'm going to come down here to the bottom of the screen and I'm going to go ahead and click on Source Tracker and say Create Chart. And it is going to go through and open this up for me. Now here I can come in and I can look in my tree and see what information has already been recorded. So up at the top, let's read this together. Source Tracker, a check mark indicates that you have a source, while a magnifying glass allows you to search for a missing source. The sources column on the right show the total number of sources for that person. The Census tab below tracks your census sources, while the Vital Events tab tracks sources tagged to vital events. And we'll go through and we'll look at that in a minute. Now let's go ahead and scroll down. Here I could create another chart if I wanted to, but what I would like to show you is it will start with number one because that's the person that I opened up with was myself, so I am number one, and it shows me as living. If I come down to number four, this is my grandfather, and it has his birth, his death, and I can scroll over and see that I have a 1930 census report tagged to him. I do not have a 1940, and he has three sources attached already. And I can come down here to number 10, Clarence Lamont Nichols, and I can see the same thing. He does not have anything from the 1890 or the 1930. He does have 12 sources, and these are the ones that are included. Now, let me explain something to you. If you come down here to the bottom of the screen, it says no, most of the 1890 census materials were destroyed in the 1921 fire. So keep that in mind as you see these magnifying glasses on the 1890 census reports. Those are probably not going to be available to us to pull that information from. But when I come back up here to the top, if I want to go ahead and click on Clarence Wallace Morton or any of these that are in blue, it'll open up a new window and it'll take me into Family Search so I can start looking at their information. Now if I click on Vital Events, it's going to come over here and I can scroll down and we can come back down to Clarence Wallace Morton where we were before, and it tells me this is all the information that he has. I do not have a christening and I do not have a burial for him. I actually do have a burial, but Family Search is not recognizing it, so I need to go in and just kind of enter in that information again to make sure that it understands that it really is there. But here for Albert Gustav Riesacker, my other grandfather, I can see that this information is there, but when I come up to the top, the same thing for him. He is missing a christening. But it's just, and you can see the sources on the right, but it's just a good place to go so you can take a quick peek and see what is there, what is missing, what information could still be added in. And it's also, like I said, nice to see which ones have the photos and all of that other information. But again, this is the source tracker on TreeSeek.